Hi, I'm Oleg and I work at Labs on the GraalVM team, and my session was about GraalVM, the new high-performance polyglot virtual machine that supports different languages, popular ones. And maybe the session was about how people can benefit from it, where it makes sense to maybe experiment with it, which languages it supports, what the value you can get, like is it really faster than other runtimes, what about the polyglot features, and so on. I tried to give a short overview of what GraalVM can do, and I think it went really well. We had questions, people reacted, the audience was, I think, happy. It's not a simple thing, right? GraalVM is a runtime, right? You not always migrate runtimes just for the fun of it, right? It's an essential piece of the infrastructure. And you run your programs, as a developer, you have to generate business value usually, and it's not easy. But currently, I think GraalVM is getting more and more attention. More companies are experimenting with it. So I think it gets easier to look at some large companies like, say, Twitter, who are running GraalVM compiler for their Scala microservices, and say, okay, yeah, they're clearly a very smart team, they see something in this, maybe I should look at that, right? And just recently, earlier this month, we released GraalVM 19.0, the first proper release of GraalVM. And I feel that would be like a large step forward for people to get convinced that this is the time to try it out, right? We kind of started coming out with the message that we would like to have the release last year. And we got so much feedback from people just trying things. Because before, the project itself is something like 7 years old, right? It started with the idea that we can write a compiler for Java in Java itself, right? And then it grew into this other areas like polyglot and the ahead of time compilation and so on, right? But the project is fairly mature and there are many moving parts. So for running Java programs, we feel like it is production ready, it is stable, it is solid. We offer good support. We know people are running it. The more people will run it, the more issues we'll uncover, right? The better it will become. And our JavaScript is super compatible, right? We run JavaScript tests, we are compliant with the standards, we run NPM module tests. There are other things which are in a more experimental stage currently. So our Ruby, Python, R integrations are maybe not as 100% compatible with the existing ecosystem. But what we really want to do, we want to run the existing modules and packages as they are, without saying that, oh, here's a custom version, or here's the yes, right. We want to support the ecosystem out of the box, and we are making a lot of progress in all those areas, in all the languages, which is incredible. And more and more people come to us and say oh, you know what, I tried my things and it just works. Yeah. And not always, right? And unfortunately, I had the demo, I had a weird issue, a demo effect, something failed. I'm very sorry about that. I will write a blog post about this particular demo, right? And yeah, but we are getting to this solid place where I feel I was honesty can come to people and say, look at it, try it on your, maybe a small performance test environment or somewhere in staging. Just don't be silly. Don't try to drop a new VM into production just on a whim. Exactly. Don't deploy on Friday. Yes, very important. Right? So, but try to figure out and try to experiment. Yeah. It's I like this conference. This is my first time. Right. And this is my first time in Marbella. Okay. This is my first time in Malaga. And fortunately, I just flew in yesterday. Right, so not a couple of days to shame. It's very lovely. It's full of people. The audience is really grateful, and they have interesting questions. Mm-hmm. I had a couple of discussions in the corridors with people, and everyone is super friendly and super brilliant and intelligent, right? So I feel now I will try to catch up with a couple other sessions and learn something myself, and it's a pleasure. I would love to have a chance to participate here again.